possibilities to governments.
There's the wee road in Victoria Head. There's a funny looking boat out there. You go over a cattle grid and we sheep are free range in here. Dogs will be kept on lead, which is understandable because the wee sheep's all over the place. So I wouldn't even dream of letting Murlough off a lead here. Because even though your dog does run after the sheep don't know that. But there's a funny looking ship down there. You'd nearly think it was, it must be bigger than it looks, but it looks like one of them boats roll off ferry. But it looks like it's got a number or something on the side of it. Both ends are the same, so it must be some kind of service ship. Brilliant wee road, that's brilliant. Brilliant wee road, look. Look at the views and all that. Wee car parking there, no overnight parking. It's 8:05. We've been nowhere. It's 23 degrees, 25 degrees inland a bit. But come here now, it's 23 at 8:05. So me and Murlough spent most of the day in the caravan. It's far too warm to do anything. I need to watch, have this car started in gear. I must put in the first gear. This comes along a hill and the brakes are overheat. Let it roll down first gear. There's a 4-wheel drive behind me, but he can wait. No dogs down that wee lane there, where that lane goes. Farmer's field. But there's very few roads as steep as this here, like. I was here once before, and it comes to a dead end, and you just sort of park at the side of the grass. But that was a warm day as well. But like, how late can you leave it? They're coming at 11 o'clock at night. Ugh, like a whole family. Obviously they're not too busy when the whole family's out lying on the road. Are you have a wee lie on there, wee pedal, don't you bother rushing? I always scratching his chin the way you do. Look at that one, there's no rush, are they? There's no rush. The sun's reflecting off the window now. You can see Jesus walking up here with a wee donkey, couldn't you? There's a typical wee scene of the wee, the ground's so dry and the wee trees. Wise men or the good shepherds or all, I don't know. Maybe that's why they put the wee cross there, something was spiritually enhanced with this scenery. Big drops and all too, like. You could have, oh look at this here now, you could have, see everybody panics, right? Everybody panics, oh fuck at this here. No need to panic, no need to panic. The car behind me now, so we've got to get 2 past here. It would have been really handy if you had pulled in here. Oh. You okay? You okay if you stay there now? Everybody can pass you. Because there's 3 cars coming down, the woman can't make it up. But see, everybody used to going to the left side, the right side. If she was the only vehicle and there's a gap, she could have squeezed in it even though it's the wrong side. Look at that deafest scenery there, like. Or she could have rolled back to this gate, which would have been an obvious thing, but you can see she's slipping the clutch, am I? She said, never again am I coming back here. Never again. But look at that. Look at the view there, look at the view. You know, you could roll off that hill and roll over your roof several times. There's very few roads that allow you to do that. Not that I'm intending doing it, like. But these wee sheep are doing the job. They're keeping the traffic going slow. thing is, we get down to the bottom, we can't do a big lot. Oh, it's too warm. I'm going to stop here, these old cars past, they're pissing me off. The car park, they can do what they want. There's a dead end at the bottom. Don't like folk following me, like. But I mean, well, we like to do things our own way. There's our Game of Thrones plaque, they stick them everywhere. So what's that ship out there? It ain't moving. It must be a survey type of thing. That's the bottom down there. So we're going to the bottom, sir. We're going to the bottom. We'll keep it in first gear. You don't worry about miles per gallon with all this excitement. See, there's wee walks down there too, you see. So it doesn't say the bottom. Oh, look, they're all stopping now, like. So you get them a head start. Look, they're messing up now. Look, up I have them having to reverse. You let them go ahead and they mess up. Now they're going to hurt us back. What is he doing down there? He doesn't know what he's doing. Brake lights, reverse lights. So he's flashing me to come on, like. But he's not realised the limited number of parking spaces. I'm going to second gear now because that man will be wanting home for his tea. He probably knows I'm doing a video for YouTube and he wants to be on it. That's what's wrong. Some people are terrified to pass too. They freeze. They don't want to try and pass anything in case they clip a mirror on. Just like a wee rabbit in the headlights. I'll put it back in the first now. What is he? Well, hold on, Pet. Hold on. Because your brakes overheat. You don't want to be touching the brake pads. There's a limited number of spaces down here. And you don't know how many is going to be down. The grand boys were down before me. They might took the last 2 spaces. For mine, right, there's not actually a car park. It's just a wee bit to squeeze on. That there's all been redone now, whatever they're doing. But basically you can go anywhere in Northern Ireland and Game of Thrones have been there. Strictly no camper. Then again, who's going to find you? See, that's the thing. The road becomes private down at the bottom. You can sort of walk on, but you can't drive on. We're in the shade now, anyway. We're in the shade. I brought Murlough's water bowl. It's fresh water. Can do no more. So I'll probably go down to the sea and try and drink it, but I can do no more. See that boy reverse down? Oh, driving on. I never drive on. Always reverse on. Always reverse on this spot because you always have a clear view out. You don't know where the cars are going to be when he comes to go out. And we try to reverse out and taking up more room. 20. See, unbelievable, unbelievable there. 1 mile inland. 1 mile inland is 25 degrees. The top of this hill is 23. Get down here, you can actually feel the air a bit cooler. 20 degrees down here. Unbelievable the difference, like coming down that hill in the shade. Oh, it's 21 now, but it's dropped 4 or 5 degrees in the space of 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Well, see, when we go back up again, you can actually feel the cool air here. You can feel it. You actually really feel the cool air, so that'll be dropping down more there. I can feel the breeze coming up. It's not coming from the sea, it's coming in that way. Murlough, you might be on late, but there's no sheep down here, Murlough. There's no sheep. Let's see. Murlough is gasping. We see 5 minutes to be nice and cool. Well, drink of water first. Hold on, drink of water. Well, that's fresh, fresh. Oh, she just can't. She doesn't want to jump at an angle. Car's still turned on. Oh. The old-fashioned keys was handy. You took the keys away, you knew the car was off. This way, you take the keys away and it's still on. I was way late in leaving, and if I'm back at 12 o'clock and I'm back at 12, I'm going to do a wee bit of tour. Unbelievable how cold it is. Unbelievable. Gee, you need a jumper on. So it's telling you here that poisons are per wee cattle. Pick up your dog poo. See, that is confusing here, like. The road's closed. Obviously dogs and leads means you can walk down there. There's very few dogs that walk over that cattle grill there. There was a gate there, but they boarded it up. There's no holes in the fence because that's new sheep wire. And water ain't going to go over that. It's an old stone building down there. We're going to take a wee walk down this path here. It's lovely and cool. There's no point in trying to force your way down there and tarmac. Whoa, water! Water! Whoa! Look, spring water! Stream! Whoa! Look, water! Cool, oh that's cool there. That's a lot cooler than the campsite. Whoa, nice cold stuff. Nice cold stuff. Come on now then, this way. If I did see any sheep or anything, I'd have her on the lead. So I would never put her on the fields with sheep and stuff. But the sheep's the way up at the top. Oh, believe it, how cool it is here. You could do them a jumper. You could, a car says 20, any 20. 17, 16, 17, that's what it is. When we go back, it'll probably be adjusted. The actual body of the car is keeping the temperature up. The temperature probably doesn't know to fall 5 degrees in 2 minutes. I'll tell you what, if you were camping, you'd want to camp near up the top of the hill. It'd be cold down here. No wind. It's cold. You know when you put your hand into a box freezer on a warm day? That's what it's like. Not touching the sides now. Just when you put your hand in to reach for something, you know how it feels in your arm. You feel that chill. That's what it's like. And we headed back up that hill again. Like it's only up there. And I'll go a quarter mile in and it's going to be up again. We're going to be sweltered, well, sweltered. I took the wrong road coming here. I get mixed up on all the names. And the place I went, I knew what it was. We were there before, I didn't want to be there. Basically the road takes you to a field and then you have to walk. It's £3 for the field. I ain't paying £3 for her just to huff on me. But it meant we had to backtrack a bit. See what I mean? Like, man, I pay £3 to come here now and she does that. What do you do, like? What do you do? Your eyes need wiped. Well, it's different for somebody who's going to go walking all day. And one thing I read on TripAdvisor, if you're going in a camper van and you go in that field, it'll let you stay overnight for £5. So if you're a walker, like, that's really good value. But it's a farm road you're staying on. It's not to say it'll be a spectacular view from the car park you're staying on. I know it said, when you go there, I know it's a car park, the man says field, whether it has a separate field for camper vans, I don't know. It's a narrow road going there. You wouldn't want to go on a big camper van. So what's that boat out there? What is that boat out there? See from the back, it looks like a ramp at the back. So I say it's not an on-off ferry. There is a ramp at the back. I say it's not the best, it's a wee bit foggy. But it's a funny looking boat. It looks like it's just anchored there. It's probably using satellite navigation to keep it on the spot. Maybe wee divers and all underneath. Maybe it's a cable laying ship or something like that. If it was a cable laying ship it would be moving. Look at them rocks, eh? See, that's why Game of Thrones come to places like this. See them rocks there? It's like something you get in Superman, isn't it? Just a wee bit of digital graphics, you make it into crystals. See, we might go on with the Giant's Causeway, but there's lots of other interesting rocks around Northern Ireland. Piles of them. If you want to go back, well, we'll go back, but this is as cool as it's going to get, pet. Anywhere you go is going to be warmer. There's a lovely wee path to walk here, like. I would say this path's been made. There's grass on it now, but somebody has come along and laid stones down to build this path. Now it's getting a wee bit rough right here, so probably the sea is taking the clay away. But like, why did they make the path? It must go to something exciting. Well, it's going to something exciting, it has to. There has to be something awesome around here. I hate that word, awesome. I don't want to start using that. Now look at them stones there. I reckon that's why the path's here. Because that there can be spectacular as well. These big long stones, like pencils shoved onto a pencil holder, side on. I'll just go to the end here where it gets really rough. Because this must be why the wee path was made. That was probably Victorian times again. See them Victorians? They invented the holidays. Before the Victorians, you didn't have holidays. The Brits could have expeditions. The poor could have a day off once a year. Now, Murlough can't walk that. But it's a nice walk if you could do it. Wee Murlough's legs. Look at the shape of that. Mind if I had paid £3 to park here, pet? That's why I keep the money in my pocket. Murlough doesn't want me spending £3 here. She wants me to buy medicines from the vet getting prescriptions for. She didn't eat her wee itchy tablet today. I had in her food and it's left lying in the bowl. I'm going to have to try and get it under some other way. Look at her now, letting on she wants to come. Aye. Look. Just well I wasn't looking forward to this walk, isn't it, Murlough? Just well I wasn't looking forward to coming here. There was another wee bit of this coast road that was closed the last time. I can't do this in the caravan, which you can see driving down here. You wouldn't get a caravan. That girl could hardly get a car going up the road. So when I get the caravan unhooked, I like to do the wee bits and pieces I can't normally get there. This would even do Lord of the Rings type of country down here. You know, bobbins and all the rest. I don't know what all the characters. Well, them wee hills over there, you plant a couple of their wee houses in them hills. All that white stuff there, is it lichen or what do you call it, can't mind. But that's very, very, very slow growing. People used to use it years ago to make dyes and stuff. But they don't want anybody making dyes because it's so slow and growing. They don't want anybody going out now tomorrow with chisels and scraping it all. But there's plenty here. See the rocks close to the sea don't have any. Mustn't be able to grow down there. But see all these rocks sitting here? But the farmer must have left them there to help protect the place. Or could they have been left there naturally after an ice age? Just on a long line. Like a farmer wouldn't have moved that big one there, like. That there's had a wee ice age. But it's funny how it's just a heap. And the field goes down behind. If it wasn't for them rocks there, that field wouldn't be much higher than the sea level. You can see a storm coming in over that. But you can see there the farmer stripped all the grass off that field. So why can they not allow people to camp on a tent? You could put a portal out, so you're not, you could plant that reed bed and then have the sewage going through a reed bed and then going into the sea instead of using chemicals, portal. Tents would do a minimum amount of damage. You have a wee cottage there and a wee man taking the money on. All you need is somebody retired, make the wee cottage or even a holiday home. People can come there, the job is to collect the rent money and they can get free accommodation while they do it. Bit of a hassle if you had to go and see the doctor. See, I don't know if there's any advantage of walking down to the end of that, because all you ever get to the end of something is the end. I can always wonder now where that went to. And maybe someday I'll come back and find out. But if you go round to the end of something, there's no need to come back, because you've seen it. In the olden times I went to the end of something. I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. No. Don't have to get to the end of anything. So why did the farmer put the logs there? He was pissed off man's blocking his gate. See, suppose when our farmer comes now, he can easily lift that log to get into his gate. Won't be a hassle to him. Somebody's lit a wee fire there. Probably a barbecue, they've got a tea bag there. A tea bag. Somebody's had a wee cup of tea. You know, notice, but they don't drop much money nowadays. Right? Money's hard to find. You always get worried you get some of the gas parked beside you, see his back's damaged. He mightn't be the best of drivers. No, well, I can feel the heat walking between these cars. The heat coming off the cars themselves. Well, that feels cold now. But you can feel the heat between these cars. Well, do you want to snuff? If you want to snuff around there, go on ahead. Do you want a wee snuff around here? No point in rush. Look what I've done now today. I was lying in the sun. I thought after the sun I was all sweaty, so I put my shorts on and I showered myself outside. And then I hung the shorts up to dry, and then when I left, I closed the door for the inside. As soon as I drove off, I seen the shorts flying in the air, but I wasn't going to stop. I hung on, am I? But folk must be wondering what these shorts are doing hanging out the window. There's a good mucky puddle there. Now I should probably drink it, rather than drink the nice fresh water. Should probably drink that mucky puddle there. See the cars going on there, like, on the other side. We haven't had rain in 2 weeks. How is a puddle there? 2 weeks since we had rain. That's marshy ground in there. So that must be the wee spring that she was drinking out of. That must be getting clogged up in there. It comes under the road. Look, there's a wee stream there, so it must be a wee bit of overflowing going on. Well, you want a wee bit of this water? There's puppy access there. Well, a bit of water. Down the wee ramp. On down the wee ramp. Oh, you go the awkward way. You want a drink of water? I've hardly seen her drink today. Come on now, we'll go on now. There's another wee path up at the top, halfway up at that car park, and the Game of Thrones tablet. Or sign. Well, I'll tell you what, it's lovely and cool. I'm glad we came here. And we'll just see for interest, should the temperature go up much once we go up the road. You feel the heat inside this car. It's reading 20 degrees now. I say it's our fault, but a wee bit. That's our warmest day yet. Well, we have done barely anything today. Another car coming down. Might actually be handy driving up. See, the one advantage by a modern handbrake is you don't get the roll back that girl got. Now, if I had been stupid and went forward enough, she could have run into the back of me. Or under the front of me. I'm just going to stay in first gear the whole way up. So it's pretty steep. A wee sheep could jump out. Miles per gallon are probably gone. They'll be all over the place. 19, the temperature's still falling. I'll tell you, down there felt like 16. But as we go up again, the temperature will probably start coming back. It could be because of sea level too, because the heat rises after the soil draws in the air. But like, there's no sea fog or nothing there. That felt cooler than Lauren did yesterday. You know what, the temperature of this engine is going too high if I stay in first gear the whole time. I might have to go into second. Degrees, temperature's gone up now. Temperature's starting to rise. It's gone from 19 to 20. We're going to second. Oh. 21 degrees, you feel the heat. You can feel the heat going up here. I'm sure it's not just my engine. There's definitely a big difference between here and we're stopping this car park now. You watch now, cars are coming down, cutting the front of us because we're cutting the front of them. Nice and slowly, any cars coming? I can't actually see. Nope, no cars coming. This is the one time I will drive on here because there's a view there. There's not many cars here. Right, we're going to check the temperature here now, Willow. We'll check the temperature. There's a no puppy sign it. You're not showing much enthusiasm, Willow. You're a lot more excited. You've done nothing all day. You've done nothing. You just lay about yours. Show a wee bit of enthusiasm now. Hi. Warmer. That, we're back to summer again. You feel the heat up here now. It's not for the distance. There's the seashore. Up here's warm. Up here is hot. What do you reckon, Wallow? Unbelievable difference in temperature down there. I say if I sat down there long enough, the car would weigh 16. There's Game of Thrones. They didn't like the cold, they stay up the hair bit. Used for the scene in the Stormlands, so that's the same as the caves we seen the other day. I need to look up that bit Stormlands. But you see the mountain, you think they would have it pointing at the mountain that they're pointing at. When I look there now and I see this ridge, I don't see that over there. So they didn't put the sign where the scene was. Obviously they can't, because the horses could be over there. They weren't in the car park there. But you can't make out which ridge it is. It would be handy if they had the exact space. They must have a wee sign in there for some one time. See where it's cut out. Well, that's very well. I took a walk down here one time and there was a cave. There's a farmer. I might complain about her off the lead. Well, I can't. Farmer's there. Don't move, Willow. Don't move. If he says your dog's hasn't got a lead on, I'll say he hasn't got a helmet on. I'm going to be taking a wee walk down here. Now, I said no dogs. So the farm doesn't want dogs down, doesn't matter. But there was a bit of a cave here as well. It could have been on mine. Now, I've totally forgotten about it. But I think it is down here. And it's off this track. You go off this track to the left. Come on, we'll go a wee tiny bit, Willow. You go off that track to the left, and I think there's a bit of a cave going in there. So where's some kind of mining or what, I don't know. But you can't get into it. Can't mine a lot about it. Well, there's a gate down or something. You can't get into it. When I say a gate, it'll be iron bars or something. It's not something easy. It's going into the face of that cliff there. And there was a bit of a lane coming down from it. Now, I had totally forgotten about it until I arrived back here now. But it's one of them things I sort of say check out later. I never did. You know, why is this lane here? Could be going to that cave. There's a lime killing them up there. So they're after the same white rocks that was in Glenarm. They put them in the lime, kill them to make lime. So maybe you come here years ago, them cliffs are mostly white. So this path here for mine now, see where the path goes off to the right? If anybody else wants to come here, that path goes down now to the right, you go straight on. Well, I'm on ahead, Willow! Willow! There's no reason why she should be awkward here. It's not that far to walk. Whoa! Come on! The cave's closer than I thought. Come on, honey! Well, sometimes she gets a wee bit thrown, you know. That's not to say she doesn't want to do something, she just gets a wee thrown on her. And she doesn't know herself why. She looks stuffy now. Well, we'll just check this out here. There's an old building down there. You see the gable wall and a couple of other. See, you might be a bit to explore here. Look at this one now. Well, I hope you're not eating sheep shite, Mum. Look at that wee butterfly there. He's very small. Is it a wee moth at this time of day? It's very small. That's a wee butterfly there, isn't it? Wee butterfly. I've never seen him that small. He's not big, not much bigger than a moth, but he is a butterfly. Not wee brown wings. He's probably common as anything, but it doesn't matter if he's common. If I haven't seen him before, or I don't recognise him, he's still the original. Come on now, Pep. Lots of wee white flies about here too. You can feel the heat coming off the ground here. There's no sun. The sun's behind that mountain. We should have stayed down the bottom. You cool down more. Look, you're panting now, you see. That bottom was nice and cool, Willow. See tomorrow, Pet, if it's way warm, I wonder should we just come down and sit in the car down there. Bring a wee flask of tea with us and a wee packed lunch for you. And spend the day down there looking out at the sea. Because we were sweltered today, Pet. We were sweltered. It's 25 right after the campsite, so I don't know what temperature it was earlier on today. We're not going much further, Pet. I think it's in here somewhere. It's getting a bit cooler here. You can feel the cool breeze here, so it must be wherever the air is hitting the cliff. Well, this doesn't want to go no further. Hold on there then, Pet. I want to just check this out here. Last time I was here, I had a wee shadow with me. What, that wee tree there? See, that could be a wee fairy tree there. Well, the farmers don't cut them down or nothing. You see, there's been a wee bit of pruning here now. Somebody's looking after it. The path ends here. People's coming down this wee tree. But I know if you go on there, there's a cave. Well, stay there, stay there. There's no real path here now, like, but That wee tree's a decoy. I'm expecting to see a cave here now in a minute. And saying that, things change through time. Where's the cave? I'm sure there was a cave here. Where's it gone? Look at that, boys. Look at that. Alright, look at that. That could be the same again, a wee quarry. But look what that wee cave's had there. There's water coming out of it. But sure, we know the water's... Well, stay there. It's all mucky, all mucky. Stay there, pet. Wee flies bite me again. Fuck a wee fly. Wee bashing flies, I tell you. Them vamp. Hello? Oh, that was echo. Hello? Hello? Might have a batter rat came out of there. Oh, this here, carved out of the rock here. This isn't above cave as such, this is rock. This is rock just carved out. They haven't lined it. Just pure rock, and something growing that side, but nothing growing this side. It must be because the light's shining there. You hear the water dripping. There's no way you get past that gate there. And saying that, it's only 3 bolts. Come down with a spanner if you're desperate enough. But it'd be nice to even get a torch and shine a torch the way down. I must out carrying a torch with me all the time. I had totally forgot about this cave. But most people don't know it's here. See that desk? Hey, you know what used to happen years ago? Now this could be nothing. But when I went to see the coal mine down in Republic somewhere, Open Cast Mine, I think it's County Sligo, can't remember. When you went into the Open Cast Mine, they had a wee Virgin Mary, and the boys would say a prayer before they went in case the mountain came out, and they had the wee Virgin Mary at the entrance. Could have been a wee Virgin Mary sitting there in that wee thing, and maybe a wee bit of holy water or something in there. Depending on what they were getting out of there. I'm sure they weren't going in there for lime. They could have been after something else, but that's proper rock they were chiseling through. Proper rock. So that wouldn't have been easy. But there's no way, we'll see above now, there's no sign of quarrying here. But nobody else is coming here, like. They've all gone as far as that tree and there's hardly trampled down at all. Now you think of the quarrying out of there, that must be why the lane's there, but you think they try and get it down to the sea the handy way using, but I would say that is the lane going to that tunnel. You don't know how deep that muck is. That muck could be 3 or 4 feet deep. I think the reason why the last tunnel was so tall in Glenarm, and that's because the train was, the train wagons were pulled by horses. So although people weren't tall, the tunnel had to be tall enough for a horse to walk down. That one there wouldn't even be tall enough for me to walk down. But there's the water coming from it there. But bear in mind, on this day, there mightn't have been water in it. The water's leaking in now, and because it's full of muck, they could have had drainage and all built in it. But with the entrance now getting blocked up, but like, there's a lot of cliff above that, like. These flies are trying to bite me, I'll tell you. There's vampire flies. They don't waste, they'll land on you and they bite you. It's not midgets. I don't know what they are. Vicious wee beasts they are. Like, there's no way a fly, a vampire fly, knew there'd be a human being coming today to that tunnel. Maybe somebody's put a curse on it. Well, fuck, he's biting my chin. I'd like to see which one's biting me. He's actually biting my chin. I don't get away. I'm off on my rights, like, but you know, like, they can't suck my blood. I need a Murlough. Oh, Murlough, man, you okay? I'll save you. I'll save you. You see how Murlough comes to save me from the flies? She sees me getting attacked. He says, oh, I'm not going anywhere near that. Go for him, leave me alone. Ah, no way. Looking after yourself. I'm beginning to see another side of you, Murlough. You should be, see your tail. It's always wagging in my face. Every morning when I get out of bed, Murlough wags a tail in my face. You should be wagging your tail when them flies were attacking me. Right, so the lane came out here and it also came down there. There's a house down there. Wouldn't be a house, could be a building. So whatever they're mining in there, you must have wee room, because it's too hard to move a horse and cart. You want to get down to the sea as quick as you can. You need the spotlight torch for that pit. Shine up the tunnel. I have a good one too. I'm going to start carrying a torch. I go back to the caravan now. I'm going to put a talk. Like, I've already got enough in my pockets. Poops, good bags, leads, a wee bottle of drink. Is that much in my pockets? Now I'm going to start carrying a torch. That boat has moved. So it's not a survey ship. It has moved. That big ship's moved. But he's not sailing as such. Maybe he's scanning the bottom. Maybe he is laying cables. That's probably the speed you travel at if you're laying cables. The boat's over now, just over there by the rocks. Well, he was out there half an hour ago. Funny looking ship. Hey, well, we're not too far from the caravan site here, you know. It's worthwhile coming down tomorrow with a torch. But we're not going to get up it, like, it's going to be nice. But look at the height of that cliff. There's no way that can be a tunnel there, Corey. But there is lime here. We'll check these other car parks as we go up. Some of them might be lime cars, and maybe it does go to that. We're going in the car! It is so hot here now, so hot. Come on now, honey. Refreshments available, I can't force you to take them. We'll stop at the next car park, pet, and see if it's the top of that line of a lime quarry there. "23 degrees. I might have turned the camera off going up here. There's a couple of wee bad bends up here now, like. And the one that put a cross here, I stabbed it at one time, so it's a cross. But see, the fact there's a cross here means it could be a wee holy Mary and Joseph statue going into that cave. Maybe it's a Roman Catholic religion around these parts. There's a four-wheel drive coming down. You see what you're supposed to do, you see him coming down, you see, and then what you do then is you sit and you wait. That old girl hadn't a clue, you see. She doesn't. Because you look ahead as far as you can. Anybody here is here on a day off, nobody should be in a rush. Shouldn't they not, Murlough? Look at the view, you can look at the view when you're waiting. But to have these big beasts that bring down here, like. Oh no, come on, he's pushing it now, there's the second one. You don't mind one coming down, Murlough, but they're starting to push it now. Why is it all these four-wheel drive things like? What I know about these four-wheel drives, they never even go in the grass. Half them ones wouldn't attempt it coming down here. He's got his differential gearbox, whatever it is. He's got his, there's a Land Rover now, he's got a gearbox for going up vertical slopes. So now he's tackling this. This is about as much the off-road as he's ever going to do in it. they're staying first, well, they're staying first. You can't get to speed up because how can you go fast up to that? Bear in mind the sheep too, so you just have to sort of stay slow. There's a very sharp corner coming up ahead up there. There's a house up there. Mind the postman coming down here every day with a mail. I reckon he only come down here once a week. He's not going to arse himself coming down here in the snow and the ice. It's just let on there's no post. Probably once, twice a week they get a whole pile of mail in the one go. If a car comes, I'm going to just drop this camera on the seat. If I get past. Greenhouse. You see that there? That wee road, that's been blasted out there. Somebody had to blast that out. So, oh, aye, wee sheep. I take your time now, like. I wait till the road gets narrow, like. Oh, I like. Look at the whole mountain, like the whole mountain. As bad as them flies, I tell you. Now I'm rushed them now. The plan's going to drop with a heart attack, and by my fault. They're like you, Willow. They're like you, they're going slow when you want them to go quick. Like, they could climb up that side banking now, like. Looking at their house, well, it's a bit like looking at yours. And I go off the side, off the side. There you go, off the side. Oh, no, no. Let me go into the potholes and stuff. And he's going to panic, he's going to panic. Don't panic, wee sheepy. See, you get the odd stupid one, you know. If I go fast and pass him, then there you go. Now he is panicking. Oh, look at this wee one. You're not panicking. Oh no, you just take your wee time. You got a shitty bum, whatever you've been up to. You've been eating some crappy stuff, I reckon. Bad as Willow. Am I running you down again, Willow, am I? I'm going to get a wee stand for the dashboard for this camera. I actually have one, but it's getting it to stick on. Can't even get the sat nav to stick on. Whatever plastic something used. You see, there's a lane going up there. It says no dogs. That must be the quarry. After this one, there's definitely a quarry here. There's a wee holy shrine thing there. You see, I'd want to be over the left hand side there because the car comes right here, but let me sheepy out there, forcing me over the right hand side. So I would say that's still the lane that goes off up there. That's probably still the part of the working quarry when the quarry would have been here. So if you're going to find evidence of a quarry, it's going to be up there. Well, something to check out in Google Maps, but you wouldn't really know a quarry here. There's cliffs everywhere. What's the temperature? Oh, the temperature's halfway up. Halfway up, all of the temperature. 22 degrees. The air temperature, but my engine temperature's halfway up. I need to keep an eye on the engine temperature. You know the boy in the motorbike stops to give away, you know how narrow the road is. Should have stopped that in that wee car park here, you know. But there's too many sheep here, I don't want water out with the sheep. So we're not bother. We're not going to see much at all. She doesn't want to even walk, but she could walk. No public access right away, so you're not to walk over those mountains. No, we're not scared of the wee sheep, well. We're on the next destination. Well, that sunshine, we're up like a spectacular shots on it. Might get in the second gear now. The engine's going to overheat. I don't hear the fan going right now. But if you go down to that tunnel, anybody who sees this video is thinking go down that tunnel, watch out for vampire flies. They are there. They're not in the tunnel, but on the way down. They're sitting in that grass waiting for victims. I say it could be like them Egyptian pyramids. You know, before they sealed them up with the emperor's body inside, they put curses on them. So whoever tries to break in will have a curse. Well, that tunnel could have the curse of the sucking flies, blood sucking flies. Them ones are just wearing me off. If I shine a torch in there, or I did get in there, it'd be a lot worse. But it's been dry for over 2 weeks, and that tunnel's definitely soaking. There's water flowing out of it through the muck. So I reckon anybody tries to go on, when you need the wellies, it's going to be exhausting. Whenever welly starts sinking in the muck, it's not going to be easy to walk. Unless you get a set of tennis rackets like they use in the snow, maybe you might be able to walk over the top of the muck. Don't know if that's ever worked or not. But anything's worth a try. That's right, wee sheepy. There's a lime killing. They're pretty common, them things now. When you first see one, you're all fascinated. Wow, lime killing. You don't know what it is. You put a layer, you put in your layers of wood and all that there. You get a big fire to go, big layer of wood, then you put on a layer of lime, and then another layer of wood, and then another layer of lime, and you bolt it up, and you bolt it up, and you bolt it up. And then you let the bottom and leave it for a week or so. All the wood would burn off, and then all the lime rock would turn to powder. You just shove it out the bottom of the powder, and you can spread it in the fields. You can make the whitewash for your wee whitewashed cottage. What else do you use lime for? But when the farmers use lime on a farm building, the lime acts as a disinfectant. So if your cows were going to calve or something, you'd whitewash the inside of the building first. Have it all nice and clean. Less chance of infection then when the wee cows were born. So it's a natural disinfectant. They probably didn't know that back then. They probably just knew there was less bother with a nice clean cow. There's a wee sheep girl now, like. They say then nobody wants to be disturbed while they're eating a dinner, like. We could take our time here. You eat on there. I'm in no rush. You eat your wee dinner. I'm not going to rush you. I reckon them wee lambs are out here looking at that long grass there. I'd love to get out there. Well, I had to turn this off now. We're now on a public road. That last place I was at, see on the road for heavy good vehicles. That last place was Murlock.
It was
Murlock Bay. We're going to tour ahead now.
Olympic Games, so it's probably not the experience that made